Our top story tonight. Man appearing to be Carol Mandrioli seems to be floating away due to his amazing ultralight packing skills. But then someone threw him one carabiner and he plummeted back to Earth. Doctors thought he injured both shoulders, but quickly realized they were just weak. Hello, everybody. This is Derek, and with me today is the man who is so rugged, so tough, so unkempt. Let me just say it like this. He's the only man that can poke or scratch a porcupine. Carl Mandrioli, everybody. Carl Mandrioli.
Welcome to the Backpackers podcast, everybody. The family-friendly show that is tips and tales with a sense of humor. With me today is Derek Somerville, a man who believes 100,000 footstills invading a city is called the Ottoman Empire.
Wow, that was Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, historical reference.
That's a power reference there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Speaking of 100,000, we polled 100,000 ultralight backpackers for their most aggressive weight-saving tips. Where do we find these people?
We did it on the streets, one by one, over a series of 5 years for you guys. No.
Just for this episode. Just for this one episode.
No, there's a Facebook page that has, a huge following.
Huge.
And huge, as some people say.
Yeah.
And so we got the information from there. So
we did. We got a bunch. We also, some of them are surprising. Like, I feel like I'm aggressive and controversial with some of my ideas, but some of the ones they put out are way more aggressive. And then, of course, I try to provide an example of like what it means to be aggressive. And I got some people scolding me with my examples. So we'll talk about that too.
You're better at passive aggressive, aren't you, though? Is that?
I'm not. I'm direct.
You're direct? Okay.
Give me one example of me being passive aggressive.
How long do we have, guys? That's a whole other show, everybody.
Take as long as you want.
That's a whole other show. We'll call it the passive aggressive show for Carl.
Yeah? You can't think of any. I am very direct. So
I have too many.
I don't think you're passive aggressive. I think that
no, I like to think I'm not, but you never know.
Too, so anyway, so we got that coming up, and we also got 4 new reviews. We haven't been getting as many reviews lately, so thank you so much for the 4 new reviews. But 2 of them definitely had some critical remarks. They were not 5-star reviews.
Yeah. You know what? And I got some critical remarks of my own about the critical remarks. So we're going to get into that later, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Okay.
So what's up? What do we got? Bible verse.
Bible verse, Matthew 18:20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I among them. So this is kind of relating to the gathering of people or crowdsourcing information. We gathered 100,000 people to get their best tips. Derek, when was the last time you intentionally hung out with a crowd of people, a gathering?
I think just the other few days ago, actually. There's some bowling going on.
Really?
And hung out with...
Wait, what? You're a bowler?
Stop. Come on. Look at me. I look like a bowler.
Like Wii bowling you're talking about?
Obviously, yeah, Wii bowling. No, real bowling, Carl. I don't know. There's these things called balls, and you throw them down the lane, and you hit pins. Do you guys have that in Colorado?
Wait, did you think that I asked what is bowling? Because that's not what I asked. I asked if you were a bowler.
Well, I did. I figured you didn't know because you live in the mountains, of Colorado. Do you?
I don't live in the mountains.
Do you guys have bowling?
First of all, thanks for noticing. And second of all, wait, do you have your own bowling ball? Like, do you own your own?
Okay. Yes. Somebody.
Yes.
I did not purchase it. Somebody gave it to me. Somebody gave it to me. What am I going to say? No, I don't want this free gift. Like, you got me a bowling ball? Thanks.
Dude, you're the king of returns. Are you serious? If anybody's going to return a bowling ball, you would.
You can't return a drilled bowling ball?
I don't know anything about bowling balls.
It wasn't from Costco, number one, so I'm out. I don't know what to do after that,
Man, learning something about you. Okay, so Derek's a bowler. He owns his own bowling ball. And are you in a league or what's going on here?
No. It was just a nice gift because I like to bowl. So, what about you? Do you hang out with people? Do you gather at the mailboxes on your street? Like, what do you do?
The closest thing would be church. I haven't been to like a gathering. I guess we had like a Christmas party at work with like the White Elephant gift exchange. Like that's probably the last one I've been to. I really like White Elephant gift exchanges. I think those are fun.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I
bring amazing gifts just because I'm a garage sailor, so I bring all sorts of crazy stuff.
Oh, that's true. You probably got
You know what I brought? I brought a from the year 2000 a Legolas action figure, still in the packaging, but it wasn't like the 3-inch ones. It was like the 12-inch size one, and the person that got it
12-inch.
watch Lord of the Rings, so it was kind of silly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's I wonder if that's worth anything.
It is. It's worth. You'd think it'd be worth a lot, but it's worth like $15-20. So.
Did he open the package?
I'll have to ask him. I don't know. I think he probably just threw it away, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he ruin the nostalgia? Probably.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by the company trusted by well over 100,000 ultralight backpackers and Enlighten Equipment. Lighten your load with the best quality gear at enlightenequipment.com. All right, well, let's get to it, my friend. We asked 100,000 ultralighters for their most aggressive weight-saving tips. Here are the best and most interesting ones. All right, Derek, I'll let you go first. Why don't you pick one?
Let's go. We got James here. He says he doesn't bring a water filter unless he thinks the source will be somebody else's sewage.
Right.
Lives in Australia.
Australia, yeah. So what's the scenario there where you might think the source is somebody's sewage? Can you think of that?
I think he's really... Is he just testing the efficiency of the water filter, maybe? Is he trying to...
No, he's not bringing a water filter. He's going ultralight by not even carrying a water filter.
Well, right. But he's not going to do it unless the source will be somebody else's... Unless he thinks it'll be somebody else's sewage.
Right.
So unless he knows it's somebody else's sewage, he's going to bring it and then test it and then see if he can survive it.
I'm going to say excellent job at reiterating exactly what he said, but that wasn't my question.
But
my question was like, what's the scenario where you might be like drinking somebody else's sewage?
I think it's a joke. Is this a joke? This has got to be a joke.
No, I think this is real.
You think this is real?
I think that there's scenarios truly, depending on where you backpack, where this could be disgusting for sure.
I mean, it's Australia. I don't know. You've been to Australia. I've been to Australia. Did you see a lot of sewage around?
Just around.
Did you see sewage?
It's an advanced country that's filled with awesome people. They don't just like leave their sewage around.
Is he living out in the bush? Like, what's going on?
I can't speak for where he's going backpacking. I can just tell you, I'll give you an example. So Mount Whitney is an area in California which gets a lot of day hikers and backpackers, and it's all like the trail basically follows one drainage system, and it is a highway of people. And so because people are backpacking there and day hiking there, I mean, they get like, I want to say like 1,000 people a day during the peak season, and they're all going to the bathroom. And so that's all getting funneled down into that drainage system. So I would guess that stream has people's sewage in it.
So he can bring his water filter. It's great.
For that, he would.
Nice.
Yeah. For me, I just wouldn't even filter that water. Like, that's disgusting.
You just started going to dip and go?
We're missing the main point is that he's dip and go. That's what he does when he's on a backpacking trip, unless it's the sewage thing. So what do you think about that?
I think he's the toughest guy ever. That's what I think. I think he's the toughest backpacker of all time.
Well, do you agree?
Is that what he wants to? Is that what you want to hear, James? Is that what you want to hear? You're the toughest backpacker ever.
He wasn't the only one that said this, by the way.
His GI system shot.
And I had other people citing that Yosemite Rangers basically like they did a water test with the high country water, not like down in the valley where there's like, car campers and stuff, but like the high country water. And they said that unfiltered, that high country water is cleaner than your faucet water.
I could see that.
Yeah. So that you don't really, like, you're not going to get GRD. You don't really need to filter if you're up in the high country. Yeah. And that Rangers would never suggest that. They didn't even want to like leave their names, but they
didn't want to leave their names.
They do that. They don't filter.
Well, okay. Well.
And years ago, I don't know how many stories you want to hear, but years ago,
please,
I was hiking the John Muir Trail, exiting Yosemite, going up and over Donahue Pass with a backcountry ranger who was like off duty, and he wasn't filtering. He was just dipping right in.
Maybe they've been like, conditioned to be okay, though, doing that.
Maybe.
I don't know either. All right, what do you got?
I don't know. Derek's dancing around. All this to say, I'm not doing that. Like, I feel like a filter's not very heavy, and I feel like it's an easy thing to bring, and especially like the beef free, it's not very slow, and so yeah.
So don't make that like a trivia punishment for yourself.
Ooh, no, that would be a good trivia punishment.
Just dip and go.
Not bring a filter.
Oh, don't bring a filter.
Yeah, that's actually like a harsh one because if you're like, oh, I don't trust this water, but I'll trust the water source as we like gain an elevation, then you got to carry more water early on. So now you're actually adding a significant amount of weight to your pack.
I don't like it. Keep going.
Yeah.
Andres and Steve, what do you got?
All right, next one. This one, like, I feel like I'm also aggressive with not carrying as much water, and I'll just like filter at the water sources and carry a little bit with me. But we had multiple people, Andres and Steve, say, I don't really carry water unless it's really hot or long distances between water sources, which is rarely the case. I just filter and drink water at streams. So they don't even carry water on their person.
Well,
what do you think about that?
I think based on their location, what was it, Pacific Northwest? I mean, I'm not shocked by that, actually. I'm not shocked by that. I've hiked around there a little bit, actually.
I didn't read it. He said that it's rarely the case in the PNW. I didn't even know that was Pacific Northwest, I'll be honest.
So if you want to read the whole thing, like you just mocked
I just
me
didn't
for
know
the
what that
last
stood for.
So what that means is Pacific Northwest.
I'm not good at acronyms.
You're a teacher. What are you talking about? That's all you guys talk about, acronyms.
There's teaching acronyms that have been around for years. I'm like, I don't even know what that means because I just don't care.
Guys, he just mocked me for reading the way I read mine last time, and here we are. So, full circle.
I mocked you for your lack of comprehension, not your reading.
The comprehension was really there. It was just more like I wanted to reiterate what the weirdness was about that.
Okay.
But yours is just skipping over.
Skipping over
stuff. But if you're in the Pacific Northwest, it's very, wet all the time, and there is a lot of water everywhere. So I'm not really surprised by that.
That's fair for that area. You could probably get away with that in a lot of areas in the Sierras and the Rockies as well. That's just a little bit too aggressive for me. But I don't know, if you're looking to shave weight and you're in that area, maybe that's a strategy for you. So
I mean, if you know the area, I guess you don't need it. I mean, maybe he's got enough times where he's like, every time he gets done, he's like, I don't need this. I don't need it.
Okay, next one.
We got Rebecca. My first aid kits get smaller and smaller all the time. Most things can wait till I'm back in town. And if they can't, I'll need more than a first aid kit. So, I mean, okay. What do you think about that? That's interesting. Does ours get smaller?
Yeah, this is one I'm in on. I feel like I pare mine down. I still bring things. That's probably the part of my backpack where it's like the most stuff that goes unused, like those butterfly bandages, those like slings, gauze. Like, I don't think I've ever used that stuff on a backpacking trip. Have you?
Well, we haven't been injured enough in that way.
But you have it there. Yeah, right. But we've gone for a long stinking time, and if we've never used it, then why do we keep on bringing it?
It only takes one, Carl. It only takes one time.
Right.
And then you're like, man, if I only had that gauze, now I don't have to take that helicopter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
the gauze by itself will save you from pressing the red button.
That's right.
By itself.
That's right. Gauze is powerful.
Right.
And butterfly bandages.
Yeah.
Just remember that, guys.
She's not the only one that thought this. I've talked to other like long distance thru-hikers. They're like, if I got to use gauze, I'm probably pressing the red button.
I mean, I think overall it makes sense too, because like when you probably are new to backpacking, you're overdoing the first aid kit because there's like that fear of the unknown. Like what?
Well, you're really overdoing it if you're buying a first aid kit and just packing it versus like, pilfering through it and making sure you have the things you need.
Yeah.
I do load up on the ibuprofen and I load up on Band-Aids, especially with kids along.
It's fair. Ointment? What about ointment?
I need to start. I have like the antibiotic ointment, like the little like single use packages.
Yeah.
But I want to start bringing like Aquifer or something along those lines. That's my thought. Huh. So, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
You're talking about it as if you're knowledgeable about this, Derek, but I don't think you bring a first aid kit. Am I correct?
Do I bring a first aid kit?
Any form of one.
We all bring a first aid kit. And you carry it.
Have you ever packed, like individually put key items into anything that you'd call a kit, even if it was just a plastic bag?
Correct, yes.
For backpacking?
Yes.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that for 1 second.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's fine. I brought an ointment, and I brought, what was the one you just said? I brought...
A Band-Aid?
Band-Aids. I brought ibuprofen.
I've never seen that in your pack.
I brought ibuprofen. I bring that every trip.
Okay, I believe the ibuprofen for sure.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, you give that to me. All right, next. What did Brooke say? Tell us what Brooke said.
Brooke, standard protocol in New Zealand is a whole day's extra food. But now she says I just take an extra porridge as kind of like backup.
Standard protocol in New Zealand.
So she's saying that like that's what they suggest, and she's not doing that. She's skimping, and the only thing she'll bring is, I'm guessing, like an extra oatmeal pack. What do you think about that one?
I think that's appropriate. Okay.
You know?
I mean, you're out there in New Zealand, I lived there. You visited there, right? So you're out there. I mean, there's not a lot of, I don't know, food options when you're in the middle of nowhere, as I guess with anywhere, but a whole extra day's food source.
Please subscribe for more backpacking information. Like, there's not a lot of food options when you're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, when you're in New Zealand, there are,
But when you're in the wilderness and other places in the world, there's plenty of food options.
There's a lot of food. Well, to be fair, I think there are actually. Because what have you told me before? Like, oh, hey, I go down, I'm doing this long trail, Derek, and I did the stop, and I just borrowed food from these people, and there's resupplies and blah. You don't have that really out there. So.
You're not talking about the resupply stations, which is not in the middle of nowhere. You're talking about the middle of nowhere.
We're talking about New Zealand, bro. Get
Yeah.
out there and check. Maybe go see the world. How about that? Maybe go see it. Okay.
I'm gonna keep responding to Brooke to give you a little pass here because I think you started talking and you're like, in the middle of what you're saying, you're like, I don't really know.
No, it makes sense.
What I'm talking about. Where am I
Look,
going
guys,
with
if you
this?
know, you know, dude. Like if you're in Cali or the U.S.,
Okay.
there's little stations you can do that, but you can't.
All right,
do that
I'm with Brooke on this, and I typically pack what I think is appropriate. I'm usually close, but I have been light on food before, and if you're going in places where there's other people backpacking, there's ways to beg for food. So I think that this is okay.
To beg for food. Okay, so then we all agree with Brooke.
I don't think so. I think some people overpack the food. So I think that this actually is an aggressive weight saving tip. I think food is like one of the top 3 most overpacked things.
Yes, and we see that every trip we go on.
Right.
Every trip. Okay, next one is Susie. I don't carry a Garmin or, this is an acronym, Carl, PLB. Do you know what that is?
What does that stand for?
PLB. I know what it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're the acronym struggler.
I don't think you do.
Personal location beacon.
Close enough.
You don't even know, do you? I probably
Personal locator beacon.
Just, oh my God. I don't carry a Garmin or a personal locator beacon. I probably should, but I don't. Even when I thru-hike the CDT. What's
the
that
CDT?
one? Your turn.
What's this? You don't know the CDT.
Your turn.
It's okay not to know this one. We're not a thru-hiking podcast.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay now because you don't know it.
No, I know this one. I know
Okay,
this.
go ahead. What is it? What is it?
Continental Divide Trail.
Okay, good. Good job.
It's all right. It's all right for you not to know this one. I would expect you to know what the PCT is, though, since it goes through your state.
I've done 2 acronyms perfectly. You still doubted I knew that one. So
You didn't know that one. It's all right.
You didn't know 3 of them.
Okay. So now this is actually on the she's on the front end of the curve of people starting to leave their personal locator beacons at home. And she's just like, I haven't ever used it, so I'm not going to bring it. What do you think, Derek?
I mean, what are we talking about? How big is the beacon now? It's like they're like yay big, like couple inches.
Yeah, and 3.5 ounces for the ultralight ones.
I mean, is it really that big? I mean, yes, you're not. The idea is to never use it, but the idea is like, hey, I have it in case of an emergency.
Right.
Which, how many times in your life are you going to go backpacking? Maybe some of these people go a lot, and then they're going to have one emergency. Well, you're going to be stoked you had it. It's like you're going to be stoked you had it when you had it.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I heavily disagree with you on this one. So
good.
I think that the issue, like it might be weight or clutter or whatever, but I think the issue is more price gouging by Garmin and these companies that you have to pay just to have the right to sign up for their monthly fee. It's just like they have an annual registration fee. I don't know how much it is now because I stopped paying it. And then you pay monthly. So it's like the subscription cost, and then they incentivize you to pay throughout the year. And so it's literally just money you're throwing away if you don't use it. And then now with the latest renditions of the phones, the service you can use to do an emergency through your phone is similar to the spot locator beacon. They're using the same satellite service, so you might as well just use your phone.
So you get the same effect with your phone.
Well, the Garmin's do have better satellite service, so you're going to lock on. I would say like a couple minutes faster, but I don't know. Like you already have one with your phone, so just use your phone.
We talked about this in a past episode. Like
we've talked about it incrementally. Like for a while, it was like phone. Like when is the phone service going to get there? Then it was like the phone service is there, but it's like still early stages, and so it's not perfect still, but it's getting better.
I feel like it's starting to level out pretty soon.
Yeah. All right, next up we got TN Turtle. What does TN stand for in their name?
Tennessee Turtle?
Maybe.
That's it.
Little or no extra clothing, such as extra underwear or pants or shirt. Only extra socks on trips of 4 days or less. Little or no extra food. We already talked about the food thing, but now we're talking about clothing. So basically no extras except for socks.
Ripe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be ripe on that trip. But I kind of agree with them actually.
Yeah.
I think extra clothes and stuff are unnecessary. I do bring extra socks. Yeah, I don't know. Don't you? What do you? You're not bringing any? Do you bring? We bring an extra shirt.
You don't agree with? You do not agree with TN Turtle because you bring pajama pants. That is not part of the attire here.
Pajama pants are a luxury item. He's talking about extra underwear, pants, shirt. Okay, what do you bring?
It literally says no extra clothing.
What do you bring?
Literally. So it's okay to disagree.
It doesn't include luxury pants.
Okay. So, all right. So if you think that the pajama pants does not qualify under the no extra clothing category, then you're with Derek on this one.
So then you disagreed as well because you brought pajama pants.
For that one trip. But I would still disagree.
Okay.
I would disagree because I do want an extra pair of like an extra base layer pair of like underwear. I don't trust just having one. But generally speaking, I think I can wear everything except for the underwear and the socks. Like, everything can be worn at once. I don't have an extra t-shirt, for example. Everything's a layer, essentially.
He didn't include shoes. I do bring occasionally slippers.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's people that bring Crocs are still popular to bring. And if that's your luxury item, you disagree as well. But we're talking about aggressive weight-saving tips. And if you want to really shave weight down, then this would be one. I don't know if I can buy the underwear because I don't really want to get into why, but you get the idea.
TMI. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. All right. Susie, no, I'm not Susie. I'm sorry. Will, I don't pack an extra day's meal anymore. But my first aid kit is 7 ounces, more than I could ever need for a blister and less than what I need for an emergency. But I like having Band-Aids and blister stuff to share. I don't pack extra tent stakes. I carry too much fuel, and I carry 2 liters of water always. Okay, this is a lot to unpack here.
It is a lot to unpack, but I thought it was so interesting, so I just thought we'll just do this one separate because it looks like he actually does have aggressive weight-saving tips to be ultralight, and then he does the exact opposite where he's like extremely heavy in other areas. So this is why I think Will is like a case study in why people's pack weights are heavier than they should be, is people are really reducing weight. Maybe they're even investing a ton of money in backpacks and like your big 4 items, but then they end up bringing other stuff and like always carrying 2 liters of water, which makes your pack just heavy again.
Right. And too much fuel.
Yeah.
So,
which I don't know, I feel like there's ways around, like if you're running out of fuel, like you can figure it out, right?
Is he doing a 4-day trip with like a huge canister of fuel, you think?
Man, I don't know. If you've ever brought those like large canisters of fuel, has anybody ever gone through one of those? Like even if you are using that single canister for an entire Boy Scout troop for a week, I just feel like that thing never runs out. So, no. And it's super heavy.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I think we saved more fuel when we had the Jetboil going too.
Yeah,
quicker,
and
right?
the Jetboil is one that I only bring if it's going to be like the one stove for a large group, just to clarify.
Right. Yeah.
That's not, because it's not ultralight. So, all right, Matthias says 1 sleeping bag for 2 people unless it's the dead of winter. We open it up as a quilt and snuggle.
Okay, well, I'm anti-quilt, so I don't know if I agree with this one, but I like my own little bag. That's just me. I don't know. What about you?
I don't think I would do this with my wife. I don't think my wife would want to do this with me. Definitely would not do this with a buddy. I think that's weird, inappropriate, and a violation of personal space. And I think that I probably would steal the whole thing. So,
yeah, you're a thief. So, okay.
Yeah, you're a thief.
I think we've dissected that one appropriately. Okay, Tapath?
Yeah, sure.
Tapath. I hope I'm saying that right. I rarely carry a compass and a paper map. If something were to happen to my phone, my Garmin would serve for navigation. So she has a personal locator beacon.
Yep.
So she's just she's over the.
She's got the one that has the navigation on it too. So she's got 2 sources of navigation. Right. Let's focus. I think 2 sources of navigation is fine, but let's focus on the compass. The compass has become a controversial item over the recent years. I think older backpackers, I'm going to say like 50 years and older, have been scolding the younger generation for not having a compass with them. But I think that if I had to guess, I'm going to guess 60% of the backpacking community doesn't really know how to use a compass.
No. But honestly, there's a compass, I think, on your phone as well.
There is. That's true.
So,
I don't know anything. I'll be honest. I don't know. Does that use like what does that use to determine where north is? Is it just like naturally there's something in your phone that does it?
Well,
or is it something where it's like it uses satellite data? Like I've got no idea.
I don't think anybody does, except the people who made the phone. Okay. Well, I mean, it's good. I think it's. What do you think? Like, she's got 2 sources of navigational things here.
Yeah, I think this is okay, but I know that people are going to disagree with that. What do you think?
I think the same. Yeah. I think it's just your preference. Like, we've also talked about like it's fun to have a paper map sometimes to like whip out and like figure out.
Yeah, and I typically bring one, but I have lost the map multiple times on trips, including last summer.
Oh, nice.
So that's why I think it's good to have a backup. I will say that I still think that if you replace your Garmin with a map, I don't know. I guess those really lightweight ones, they're probably similar weights with map and compass, but so it's probably a wash.
Okay.
And if you're going in a group, I think you get multiple sources there. I think it's fine. So,
Yeah.
All right, those are the top answers. One thing that is like noticeably missing from this list is that nobody said that they would ditch the trowel. The trowel is something, in my opinion, that is surprising how important this piece of gear is to so many folks. And no, like out of everybody, like we took the top answers, nobody brought up the trowel. What do you think?
That's interesting. So they value digging that hole, is what you're saying.
They love the trowel.
They love to dig a hole. Guys, pine cones, pine cones and rocks. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Pine cones and rocks. So
for those new to the show, Derek has suggested that he's dug a hole with pine cones, and I've given him a decade's worth of opportunities to show us how he's done that, and he always sidesteps.
Suggested that I've done it. I have done it multiple times. So do I need to film?
Last trip I was like, pick any pine cone you can find, maybe even one that's petrified, and show us. And you're like, I don't think I'm going to.
This is where you twist the whole facts, okay, people? This is what he does. It's like, oh, hey, we're on a trip. Pick a pine cone. There's a pine cone. I'm like, yo,
anywhere in the entire mountain range.
If a pine cone meets the requirements, I will pick it. Otherwise, sometimes I'm like, these pine cones aren't the best. Let's go with the rock. You have options. That's what I'm saying. You don't need the trowel.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
When you say sometimes they're not the best, you're saying all the time, because I'm talking like a decade's worth of like opportunities.
I'm not talking all the time. That's a lot of poop in those years. A lot of poop.
All right.
And I'm saying that you can also use a stick. You can also use a rock. So
do you think people believe you about the pine cone?
I don't care because I've done it.
You always say you don't care, but I know you care.
You know what? Is it one of those things where you just can't accept something at face value because you have trust issues, or do I need to film myself digging a hole with a pine cone?
Yes, I do want you to do that. I've been asking for that forever.
That's not weird. That's not weird. Hey, Carl, this is what I'm doing for my poop today. I'm going to film
this. People would
with
be engaged in that video. It's not weird.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah, it'd probably be the number one video where you're digging not for treasure on the internet.
Are you predicting I would go viral with a poop digging pine cone?
As viral as that could go.
Okay,
yes.
Well, I'll say this. The next time I find a pine cone that qualifies, not peer pressured by Carl, I will do it.
I don't believe you. Okay.
Moving
on. Other responses we got. When I posted this on Facebook, my example is one that I've mentioned on the podcast before where I said, like, if you want to go aggressively ultralight, you could ditch your headlamp, something that you may not use very often, especially if you're going to bed right when it gets dark, you're waking up, it's light out, you have a secondary light on your phone, and that was the example. And so we got some scolding responses here, and they scolded the idea of the question and then also the headlamp thing. So Derek, why don't you pick one? Go for it. What do we got?
I thought this was, okay, so we have the, I would never leave my headlamp behind. It doesn't have that much weight. I'm on our local search and rescue team, and a lot of our calls are to help folks who didn't plan to be out in the dark.
Right.
What do you think about? Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, thank you, Doris, for being on your local search and rescue team. I actually want to do that in future years when my kids get older, and I totally believe her. But I think that where people have a hard time with things like this is that they make assumptions that I'm backpacking by myself, and so if I get caught out in the dark, then I'm going to need to be rescued, right? But if I'm backpacking, I would just camp. So I'm not going to get caught out. It's not a day hike. This is a backpacking site, folks. And so that scenario doesn't play out. And then the other thing they're assuming, again, is that I'm by myself. And so I'm typically with a group of 5 or more. So if you're talking about each one of those folks have headlamps and likely 1 or 2 other sources of light, we're talking about 10 to 15 sources of light. I don't bring my headlamp. Is that really that dangerous?
Okay. All right. Argument heard. Very,
what do you think?
Very
do you disagree?
passionate. No. I mean, I think if you're in a group and you have all your gear, then yeah, that makes sense. But
yeah,
if you're solo.
All right. Natasha said, around the Arctic Circle, you can hike in the summer without a headlight.
I still bring one though. She still brings it.
I still bring one though. And this, if it makes Natasha feel good about bringing a headlamp, even though it's literally not going to get dark like 24 hours a day in the Arctic Circle, if it makes her feel like good to have one, then I say bring it. Just bring it.
Natasha, maybe you fall down a cave or like a hole and it's dark in that hole and you now are laughing at everybody because you have your headlamp. You know?
She's laughing and she's stuck in a hole.
She's like, ha-ha.
She's like, I can see folks, but I'm stuck and nobody knows where I am.
I may die in this hole, but I have a headlamp.
And the hole doesn't provide enough daylight for me to get a locator beacon signal, and that's a bad scenario.
Not that hole. No.
But this is like, she's just making the cases that this is what we do, is we bring stuff that we don't really need and may not even use. And so anyway, that was my argument with the headlamp. All right, the best comment though is from Janny.
Oh God, this is great.
Everest is full of bodies of people who have taken calculated risks.
Mic drop? Is that a mic drop?
I don't know. What do you think about that one?
I mean, she's got a point here. I mean, it's hard to disagree.
Really? What?
Calculated risk,
What are you
Carl.
talking
Calculated.
Let's think about any of our backpacking trips. Those are probably similar to climbing Mount Everest, right? In terms of like risk.
No. Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
What are you talking about? Okay, not even close to the same thing. It's not even the same activity. It's mountain climbing versus backpacking.
She's in a different realm.
Okay, and then and what's wrong about that is that like a lot of the people, not all of them, but a lot of people that have died on Everest did not take calculated risks. They just took the risk. It wasn't calculated. It had literally no business being up there.
Yeah, there were people who were hiking with like out the supplies they needed. They were hiking injured. Some of them. So
wait, what are you talking about? Who's doing this?
Did you see that? You didn't see that show? I thought we watched it together. It was like Everest Expedition or something like that. And the guy was like injured.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shows where basically you find out that there's these guiding companies that get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to take wealthy people up Everest, and these people are like, they have no mountaineering experience. Maybe they're like generally fit, but they don't have any experience in high altitude. Right. The guides will like short rope them and literally like drag them up the mountain. To me, it's not a calculated risk. That's just a risk, right?
Big risk. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I get your point. Like, you take a calculated risk, it's still a risk, and so you're putting yourself in danger potentially. So there you go. So take these with a grain of salt. That's what we got. You got trivia?
I got trivia.
Yeah, what do you got?
I got trivia for you. And this is going to be trivia that's, because I remember the last episode, you really poured it on with the whole, like, if you miss all three, then you're going to get double losses. So it's like I had to ramp up the ridicularity. I think you might be okay, though. I don't know.
This is a really long introduction for trivia here.
It's going to be lightweight, ridiculous trivia. We'll see in a bit.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most highly sought-after products on the market. It visibly shrinks under-eye bags and smooths out crow's feet in minutes, and the effects last up to 10 hours. Influencers love it, magazines feature it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Elle Magazine gave it an Editor's Choice Award as Best Instant Wrinkle Filler for 2025. In as little as 10 minutes, Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results. The best news, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Don't wait. Order Plexiderm today. Visit plexiderm.com/special. That's plexiderm.com/special. Paid for by Sheer Science.
Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/secure. Protect yourself now at aura.com/secure.
Okay, we have trivia for you to see if you can. I think you're going to get like one of these, maybe two.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Maybe you get all three.
We got lightweight trivia is brought to you by Magnet Designs. Check out the Ultralight Alpha Joggers, one of their best-selling items. They can be used as camp pants, a base layer, or even pajama pants, and they only weigh between 3 and 6 ounces. Check out these popular joggers that come in men and women's cuts by Googling Magnet Designs.
All right. We got lightweight trivia. What is the lightest of these answers? What's the lightest weight-wise of these answers? Are you ready? Aerosol, aerogel, aerospray, or aerospace? Carl? What is the lightest of all of them?
This is your worst answer of all time. Okay, well, isn't aerospace technically in a weightless environment with no gravity? I gotta go space.
No, it is not.
Aerospace is not in a zero gravity environment, you're saying?
Is that your answer?
Yes!
No, it's actually aerogel, Carl. Aerogel.
So you're saying gel in a gravity environment weighs less than aerospace in a non-gravity environment?
I'm telling you it's aerogel because of the process used to remove the gel from the product to create an object that is weightless, essentially.
Okay.
0 grams. Okay?
All right, I would like to bookmark this commentary by Derek. He really seems like he knows what to talk about.
Number 2.
No.
Number
If you're
2.
a scientist out there, is aerospace lighter weight than aerogel? Please let us know.
We're talking about objects.
I'm sorry. Was there a word object in your question?
I don't know. You'll have to remember the question. So if you can't pay attention, then it's gonna be a problem for you. Number 2. This is what I knew. I knew we were gonna get some kickback. We're gonna get a little bit of whining and complaining. So I'm gonna buckle up for that. How long is a roll of toilet paper lengthwise? Is it as long as a blue whale? Is it as long as the height of the Eiffel Tower? Is it as long as one football field? Or is it as long as, what did I put here? Oh, halfway around a track, like in a track and field, like track, halfway around the track.
Yeah.
Which one is it equal to?
Well, okay, first of all, there's different size rolls of toilet paper, so I don't know what size you're using.
A standard
double rolls.
Double roll.
They got single ply, they got double ply.
Standard double roll.
Okay,
What is it
standard
equal
double roll?
Double ply, not double roll. Sorry.
2 ply? Okay. I'll go halfway around the track.
That is incorrect. It is a blue whale, about the size
Of course,
of a blue whale. How dare you? That was according to chat.
I would like to test this theory out. I'm going to go to my local track after this episode. I'm going to unroll a standard 2-ply roll on the track.
It's not the correct answer, though, so you will be wrong. You could get the average length of it. Never mind. Just forget it. It's number 3.
All right, so I'm at risk for double losses here if I go for 3.
We're going over 3. This is a population. We were talking about crowds earlier. I threw in a population question, so here we go. The largest concert ever had 3.5 million people estimated. Who performed in that concert, Carl? Was it Rod Stewart? Was it Michael Jackson? Was it the Beatles? Or was it the Grateful Dead Festival?
That many millions of people? It's got to be either the Beatles or Michael Jackson.
3.5
I can't believe you didn't include Taylor Swift as an
million
option.
people.
I probably would have guessed Taylor Swift had you done that. I'm going to go with, let's see, there's like Beatlemania. I'll go the Beatles.
Incorrect. It was actually Rod Stewart, 1994 at Copacabana.
All right, please weigh in. Was that an awesome trivia by Derek or not?
Or was it Carl just whining because he got 0 for 3?
I'm just asking a question.
Why do you get so defensive? I've never done that after I've lost 3. I'm like, hey guys, I need you to weigh in on Carl's trivia question.
Yeah, we're different people. We have different reactions. You just whine and complain the whole time.
Actually, I took the loss of command, and you're asking for feedback. So
after we're done recording, then you start texting me complaints about trivia, and then you start group texting everybody about it, and then it just gets out of hand.
I will pull up my text feed right now and show you that is false.
All right, it is
Carl
false, right.
is.
All right, we got some tidbits. First one we got, new Patreon supporter.
Yes.
Thank you to Dan from Central California for joining the Patreon family. He is a serious backpacker. He backpacks, or had been backpacking with his kids. His kids are now in their 20s, and he's still going with them. And he said that they could hike their age in miles by age 5. So,
Okay.
Derek,
okay.
Can you hike your age in miles?
Ooh, that'd be rough. I probably could, but
You can hike 75 miles a day?
I can hike 95 miles. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
He also wants to do the Pacific Crest Trail and the Continental Divide Trail upon retirement. He also mentioned the Colorado Trail somewhere in there, maybe before retirement. So
I like it.
Awesome. Thank you for joining. Like we mentioned, we have a lot going on Patreon. We have a new episode upcoming, Thru-Hikers versus Real Backpackers, where we just kind of like have a showdown with who's better, essentially. And we've got bonus episodes, bonus segments all the time. We've got all of our episodes ad-free, and it really does keep our show going. So thank you so much to Dan.
Yes. We get some reviews.
We have 4 reviews. Thank you so much for reviewing us, folks. Derek, what you got?
Let's go. All right. I got this one. This is called Love It. Love It. I listen every year. I listen every week. I've listened for years. I love the Bible verse and the joy in the podcast. Love the trivia. Derek, you the man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Carl, well, you're cool also.
I'm not buying that.
You okay?
Not buying that.
Should I keep going? Blessings, keep up the good work. Thank you. Love it. That was awesome. We do what we can for the people. And I'm going to work on Carl and his jokes. So we'll try to get him a little bit cooler.
I'm not cool, and do not pretend to be. So thanks anyway.
That's pretty. This one, I got a little something to say. Okay. So this is called Guilty Pleasure. If you love backpacking, you'll find enjoyment in this podcast. Docking it star, because they need to work on their interviews, dig deeper. So, Carl, we got a 4-star. That not fun, right? We got to dig deeper.
Does not qualify for the limited edition Backpacking Delicious stickers. So
does
sorry.
not. We need to dig deeper on the interviews. I'm going to ask Guilty Pleasure to dig deeper on the. I'm going to dock him a star or her for not editing their own post. It should be docking a star, not docking it star.
So you're saying that you edit your own stuff like texts and things really well. Like your grammar is clean.
I'm not getting stars for my text, am I? Are you ranking my...
I might start giving
Are you going to give me stars for my text?
That'd be amazing.
That would be really ridiculous. And you'd lose friends regularly if you did that. So in this situation, though, we are docking them a star because they didn't edit their own post. But you know what? Thanks for the review regardless.
You're really particular and sensitive about this grammar thing.
I want perfect grammar.
Well, let me talk about that real quick. So what's funny about this review is we got that being critical of the reviews that we have, and then the same day I got a compliment on how good our reviews are. So folks, we can't please everybody, but I'll share this. If you want deeper interviews, sometimes we do dig in, like with the Dan Becker one that happened earlier this month. You can check that one out. And then in a couple weeks, I'll put one out on a Throwback Thursday with Joe Robinette. Like that one we dug in on for sure. But I don't think that's why people are coming to our show. When we have a guest on, they want to hear us asking questions that don't typically get asked. They want to hear the guest on share information or things that they haven't heard before, or get new insight into something, or they just want to hear us challenge them on something. That's typically why people are coming. So you're not going to get a ton of those interviews, and that's just not why people are here.
Exactly. We got a 3-star review here, so I need you to buckle up for this. Religious references turn me off, I think it says. I like the overall content, but could do without the Bible passages and religious references. I mean, that's the style. That's not going to go any really. That's part of our show for past 9 years. So,
and that's what the bulk of our negative reviews are, and that's why our rating is lower than we would like it. But
can't please them all.
So
can't please them all.
I got a pro tip though. Pro tip for folks that are bothered either by that, or basically if you just get annoyed anytime Derek's talking. There's a fast forward button on your podcast app, and so if you don't like something, you just skip past it. I do that all the time with podcasts I listen to, so I don't know what the problem is.
They just did it right now when you were talking. All right, we got one more. We got a 5-star to end the show. Love the show. I listen to Carl and Derek every week. All their guests are fantastic. They have a great time. Make the show fun. The topics are on point. The banter between them is great. Keep up the awesome work, and may God bless you. Thank you for the 5-star review. Carl's going to send you a little goodie for that.
Yeah, send me your addresses. I got some B&B limited edition stickers coming your way if you're one of the 5-star ones. Or if you change your 3 and 4 stars to 5 stars, we will literally bribe you with these amazing stickers that will be part of your sticker collection and cannot be replicated anywhere.
Exactly.
Actually, they probably could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's it for me.
That's all I got,
That's
my
it
friend.
for me. That's it for us. Thank you again. Check us out on all the social media handles. It's Backpacking and Blisters podcast. We will see you next time. And remember, Carl's regularly gets a 1-star review for his banter jokes and his I don't know, what would you say? Dressing abilities?
I want to fly around the world.
Yeah, there was a crowd. The largest crowd was 3.5 million for the concert. There was the smallest crowd for Carl's stand-up comedy night he did actually in Colorado. It was 0 people, and it was just him in front of the mirror. He crushed it.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.